everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Office Hours. I'm Lindsay DeWoody, Operations Manager here at American Wholesale Hemp. And today I have with me Kyle Early.
Hello.
Hi, Kyle.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Kyle Early is the creator of our line of active duty RX products and our Barrage coffee products that we distribute here at American Wholesale Hemp. So we're going to talk about those products today, and I also want to talk to you a little bit about Battle on the Home Front as well. So I'm so excited to learn more about all these products and our veteran outreach. And so, Kyle, why don't we go ahead and get started, and you tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you know, my name is Kyle Early. I served in the Army 2008 to 2012 and did combat operations in Mosul, Iraq. And I think it's really important to talk about that part of my life, because that's where I'm at now, and the companies that I have are all created to help veterans and also patriots. But, you know, when I got home, it was so quick. It was a year, right? I lost the mission, I lost the purpose, I lost the camaraderie, the brotherhood, and you know, I ended up being a homeless drug addict. I had a suicide attempt, heavily addicted to pharmaceuticals, tri-poly drug addict, not just pharmaceuticals, but anything I could get a hold of. I was doing everything I could to try to silence the monsters in my head, right? And so on a mission of destroying myself for a long, long time, many of years. In 2018, I knew that I had to get my life together. I was dying. There's no doubt about it. I was dying, and I was on my way to a grave. And you know, I've always said that God was the best pharmacist. And so I dug deep into that, and we worked with a nutraceutical specialist that's been compounding for 30 years. And we come out with what was originally just for PTSD. Obviously we came, and I can say this for me, I'm not making any FDA claims. I'm not a doctor. I cannot treat you, all that good stuff.
You just know, what's worked for you.
Yeah, and what it was originally created was for me, for PTSD. And then, you know, we use plants from all over the world that's been in cultures for generations: amino acids, vitamins, minerals, nootropics, adaptogenic herbs, and also CBD. Active Duty RX is not just a CBD product. Yes, we're a full vertical operation here at Cantech Labs, and from seed to sale, the most ethical quality CBD in North America. But we're not just CBD with Active Duty RX products. We use plants from all over the world. And so that's when the first product was developed, which was the Clarity and Focus. You know, it's got some amazing supplements in there, nootropics for increased blood flow to the brain, adaptogenic herbs to regulate the body's stress, amino acids and vitamins, minerals, and those work as drivers to carry the other ones to make them stronger, for them to work. Obviously, we use CBD as well, third-party lab tested, like all products from Cantech. And so that was the first one, and it was crazy because I didn't have any ideas for a business. Like, I did it for me, and once we figured something out that was amazing,
you were just searching to find something to help you get on the right path naturally and heal your own mind, your body, and then in doing that, this was born. All
of these things were born, and it was crazy because, you know, obviously, in my head, right, it's like, oh, well, only veterans get PTSD, and PTSD does not discriminate.
That is very true, unfortunately.
I had mothers and fathers that were giving my products to their children for sexual trauma. I had domestic abuse survivors taking my products. I had firefighters, police officers, and it really opened my eyes up a lot of mental health. It's like, you know, we all live in our own bubble, and it's, oh, well, it's only me and my situation. Well, no, it opened my eyes up, and I seen that, you know, the world's sick, right? Like,
and it's not just that. I mean, Kyle, people can go through medical trauma
for sure
and develop PTSD. That's something I didn't know even existed until it happened to me. And, you know, I had a doctor say, well, you probably have PTSD. And I said, no, I'm not a combat veteran. That's not, no. Yeah, I'm a mom. Yeah. Like, that doesn't exist. She said, no, medical trauma can happen and cause PTSD. Any traumatic event, whether you deem it large or small, can cause PTSD. And that's something that's incredible about this product, and why Clarity and Focus is one of my favorite products that we distribute.
It's one of the best sellers for active duty out of all of them.
Yeah, it truly is. It truly is. It's one of our best selling active duty products here at American Wholesale Hemp. And so that's incredible that it's, of course we love to focus on helping our veterans and our patriots, right? But it can help everyone. Everyone. That's incredible.
Yeah, I didn't know when it was happening, right? It was just
right. You were trying to find something to help you, and then now look where we are with it.
In every good business and successful business, regardless, you're finding a solution. That's what it comes down to. Every business, regardless, and this was a solution, and a solution for a lot of people, and to understand that natural medicine works, it can help people. And I think that is a powerful thing.
Absolutely. Natural medicine is the best. Awesome. Well, and also, Kyle, we've got our line here in the Active Duty RX. We've got our Elite tincture. Can you tell me a little bit about that as well?
So the Elite tincture is a 500 milligram CBD CBG tincture. It's going to be awesome for a lot of things. Overall health and wellness, inflammation. I gotta be careful what I say.
Right, of course, but we know. I mean, you and I, we've been taking these products for years.
It helps me with.
Right.
So, but
yeah, so the Elite is our tincture in that line, and we've got our Night Ops and our Napalm as well. So we're gonna take a little quick break, and then I do want to touch on Night Ops and Napalm.
Absolutely.
And then
Napalm
got to talk about
Napalm is fresh out.
So that is our new
release product
in the active duty line. So we're gonna take a quick break if you don't mind. We'll come back and I want to touch on those products.
Let's go.
Hempire Genetics is an advanced research program set forth under the 2018 Oklahoma Industrial Hemp Pilot Program, overseen by Northwestern Oklahoma State University. A lot of farmers reach out to us. They've heard about what we're doing and are interested and want to know what they've had growing on their land since they were kids. Oklahoma is very diverse in its weather system, and so these plants have adapted over the last several hundred years to withstand that. A lot of it was brought here by the U.S. Department of the Interior back as part of Hemp for Victory. Hemp for Victory was brought about with the loom of the coming World War. We knew that we were going to have to produce a very large amount of hemp to rig the ships for their sailing, for their ropes, for their anchors, also clothing, sailors' hats, our flags, everything was made from hemp. Marijuana wasn't made illegal until 1969. The USCSA classed marijuana in with other dangerous narcotics such as heroin, cocaine, and methamphetamines. The campaign to slander cannabis began back in the 20s, mainly with William Randolph Hearst and the paper mills. Then that transgressed into big oil. Later in the 30s and 40s, really gained steam. By late 1937, the Congress passed the Marijuana Tax Act, which grouped industrial hemp in with marijuana. After that, they gave the differentiated names, hemp, marijuana. While farmers were still allowed to grow, taxes were raised so heavily that it made it difficult, especially for lower income farmers. In 1940, when Hemp for Victory came to Oklahoma, they actually used Oklahoma as a test plot. Several genetics were shipped in from all around the world to see what would grow best on American soil, since Oklahoma has such a diverse climate. And it's very hard to find a lot of documentation on that. We know there was a lot of places, obviously, that were involved, or we wouldn't be finding cannabis in every county in Oklahoma. Hempire Genetics, sowing the seeds of the past to grow a better future for everyone. Visit us at HempireGenetics.com or on our social media pages at Hempire Genetics.
Welcome back to Office Hours. I'm still here with Kyle. How are you, Kyle? Good. So we're going to pick back up on the Active Duty RX products. I am interested to hear about Night Ops, get some more information about Night Ops. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Night Ops. Clarity Focus is amazing, but so Night
We're
Ops.
cutting that.
So Night Ops. My big push with Night Ops is everybody uses melatonin. And
Yes.
Melatonin is synthetic. It stops the natural production of melatonin in your pineal gland, and people are giving it to their kids.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm guilty
They
of
really
it too.
are.
Years and years ago, I'm guilty of it as well.
Mhm.
And so my big push was to show that there is other things out there that can help sleep induction. And I use ashwagandha root, mucuna seed extract, adaptogenic herbs for sleep induction. The Night Ops has 17 ingredients in it. Adaptogenic herbs, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and CBD. But it's a phenomenal. I got people, and you do too, from here, all over the country that order it. It's great. It's a great product.
Absolutely. It's very popular. Everyone raves about it, and I mean, I personally did not know that there was other natural options to help us sleep.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, people claim, "Oh, melatonin, it's natural, it's safe, take it," and you literally have pediatricians recommending it to give the children.
That's what I tell people too. Is I say, okay, well, tell me where that melatonin tree's at.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on, yeah, because you can only get melatonin in two ways. It's either synthesized, like what you get at Walgreens,
in your gummies that you buy at
all that
Walmart
stuff,
or
that
wherever.
is synthesized, or you get it from an actual pineal gland from a cadaver brain. There's two ways, but with that form, you risk bacteria. It's coming from the brain, right? And so nobody's really doing this one over here. They're synthesizing it.
Yeah.
And and it cuts off the natural melatonin, and so it's not good for you.
Right.
Like, and everybody thinks, oh, and literally the marketing and branding behind melatonin is natural melatonin.
Right.
It's nothing natural about it. It's
Yeah.
synthesized.
Yeah.
That is the
And
biggest
who
marketing tactic
Yeah.
ever. So that's my big push with that, and why we came out with Night Ops was to give a quality sleep medicine that's truly natural.
Exactly.
We can say that it is natural.
Exactly. Yeah,
So.
that's awesome, and it's an incredible product. And so our newest product in the Active Duty RX lineup, which I love and use daily, is Napalm. Tell me about Napalm.
So
what makes Napalm different?
Well, Napalm is a menthol CBD CBG 100 milligram balm, but it's that menthol in there. And menthol, the medicinal property of menthol is basically a psychosomatic effect. It tricks your brain from hot to cold to alleviate those aches and pains. But it's crucial, and it works.
And it feels nice too.
Yes,
it really does.
Yes,
it really does.
It's a quality. And we did that in the 1 ounce container as well.
So it's half the size of our traditional balm that's in our PCRX line, which is nice. It's because it's it is a lower price point, and so that has been very popular with our customers here at American Wholesale Hemp, is having a smaller option, and then they really do like the menthol in it as well, and I do too.
Everybody does.
Yeah,
everybody loves it. Brian Chandler over at the right across the street over at the Warriors Disabled Warriors Hockey League over there. They all love it.
Awesome.
They are just loving it.
Yeah, it's been extremely popular here at AWH, and I've gotten rave reviews from everyone on the product, so it's awesome. So I think, Kyle, I would like to go ahead and go into Barrage Coffee. So this, so you created our Active Duty RX line. When did you create this line again?
That was created in 2018.
2018. Okay, and
still
so
going strong.
Still going strong. I mean, seriously, these are some of our most popular products here, and I know why, because I take them, right? So.
And they're safe for your kid. My children take these products.
Really?
Absolutely. My children, my son is ADHD, and so obviously instead of the absolute toxic pharmaceuticals they want to give for that, we give him the Clarity and Focus, which is 100% THC-free, non-narcotic, but it has like phenylalanine in there and the copamoniera, which helps with increased energy. And just like how Adderall, those people with ADHD are already so high that Adderall, Adderall is government meth.
Yeah.
I am a recovering meth addict, and I know that is what Adderall is.
Right.
And so it crashes you back out. And so we've had great response, not only from my son, but more kids than I can tell you that are taking that for ADHD, that their parents are giving them.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible, because lots of parents, they want other options other than the pharmaceuticals. And pharmaceuticals is obviously what is pushed.
Yeah.
That's what's pushed. That's what's in mainstream media and everything. And, for a long time, that was the only option that parents felt like they had, because it's all they knew about. And so products like that are, we're getting the word out there. exchange of minds,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
important.
That's incredible. So you created the Active Duty RX line, then you created Barrage Coffee.
Yeah.
That is incredible. So tell me about Barrage and how you got started with that.
So Barrage, I think we're getting close to a year with Barrage, maybe 8 months. You know, we partnered with one of the best roasters here in Oklahoma, and nationwide, if you ask me. And
I agree.
That's why we have the credentials and can say what we have behind Barrage Coffee. And my idea with that was to have a coffee. If somebody's already hyper alert, they have anxiety real easy, and those things, coffee can trigger them, right?
Yes.
Coffee, though, is one of the most, one of the biggest things in the world is coffee.
Absolutely.
Everybody loves it, and it's one of the
Especially in America,
yes,
right?
and it's one of the best natural dopamine releases that you can get with your brain with coffee, caffeine in general. And so, but people that are struggling with issues already, that's going to be a problem. And so, obviously, if we infuse it, right, we can control the anxiety, the jitters, and still get the dopamine release of the caffeine.
So you've got the CBD
Yes.
from Cantech Labs,
Yep.
our trusted partner here at AWH. You've got that CBD in this coffee.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so all the same CBD that goes into whether that's pure canned products, Active Duty RX products,
Identify.
Sativet, it doesn't matter what it is. We're a full vertical operation, right? And so from seed to sale, and it's the same oil. We have intellectual property that goes behind the oil that goes into that.
And then this is sent off for third-party testing as
Absolutely.
well.
Everything is third-party lab tested, batch codes, QR codes.
Awesome. All here in Oklahoma City. Well, Kyle, I want to get into the flavors and different options for Barrage Coffee. We're going to take a quick break, and then we got to talk more about this.
Let's go.
Here at Office Hours with Kyle Early. We've discussed the Active Duty RX products, and we're now talking about Barrage Coffee. And so we've talked about, that Barrage Coffee, we've got our CBD infused, and then we've also got our non-infused coffee. But Kyle, I want you to go ahead and tell me about these two options and then the different flavors that we've got as well.
So we have 3 flavors for each line, infused and non-infused. And it's important to know about Barrage Coffee. We are award-winning gourmet coffee. We have a patented infusion process on the flavorings as well, and we also have Snickerdoodle, which that's one of the
my favorite.
That's one of the best sellers. I got some funny stories about Snickerdoodle, I'll tell you. But so we have 100% Colombian. We have the Snickerdoodle, and then we also have French vanilla cream.
In both the infused and non-infused.
Yes, in both of them. K-Cups are coming soon.
Awesome.
And even with Snickerdoodle right here, it's a blend of hazelnut and cinnamon. We have the registered trademark for Snickerdoodle through obviously our partner and our roaster. It's quality coffee. I mean, it's there's a lot of coffee companies out there, and there's also a lot of there's quite a few. There's not a lot, but there's quite a few infused coffee companies, and the difference with what we're doing and what we're putting into our infused line, it's different. We're using an oil that has a true bioavailability and absorption rate during the process after the roasting that nobody's doing. A lot of these other infused coffee companies are dumping isolate in the bag and calling her good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's not.
So we've got this actually infused into the coffee.
Yes,
beans.
and and there's also not only is there cannabinoids, but there's terpenes involved with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a superior product to any of the infused coffee lines out there.
Yeah. How many milligrams of CBD are there per 8 ounce bag?
250.
250 milligrams of CBD per 8 ounce
we
bag,
have-
and it's pre-ground. This is pre-ground coffee.
Pre-ground. We will have whole beans for the connoisseurs pretty soon. Like I said, Barrage is my recent baby, so she's just in her infancy, and we're getting her going. We're doing really good with it though.
She's growing up fast though.
And it's a low acidic.
It really is. It's a smooth coffee, and Kyle, you know me. I drink coffee from the time I get up until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I drink my coffee black. I don't like cream and sugar in mine, and there are some coffees that, I mean, you cannot drink them. They'll knock you on your rear.
Yeah.
So this really is. It's smooth. It's not acidic. It's pleasant. And even the flavored coffees. And I've heard myself and so many other people who don't like cream and sugar. They love the flavored coffees
That's how I am.
because it's not overpowering. It's really really nice.
It tastes like black coffee
Mhm.
with a subtle hint of flavor. In it.
Right.
And I can't do the whole cream and sugar, and,
Nope.
and so I drink myself black too. And that funny story about the snickerdoodle, we were down at an expo show in Florida at the fire show, and we had all these, it was a big, all military guys and shooters and just alpha male dudes, right? And we were giving away free coffee, and we're just taking donations for Battle on the Home Front. And these guys would come up and like, man, try that snickerdoodle. And they're like, no, I drink my coffee, but I said, listen, you're not going to offend me. Drink it. If you don't like it, spit it out. And we had bags set over there to buy as well. And every one of them, and Moto can contest to this, is that everyone that drank that snickerdoodle walked right over there and bought a bag of snickerdoodle coffee.
Yeah,
they loved it.
They love it. And
love it.
I mean, and that's the thing, because I was a little skeptical myself because I don't like, cream and sugar. It's like, I mean, I'm going to try it, but I don't know. Snickerdoodle's my favorite.
It's mine too.
It's so good, so good. Well, Kyle, you mentioned Battle on the Home Front, and I know, obviously you're a veteran. Obviously, we've got active duty and Barrage here. Talk to me about our veteran outreach that we're doing here with Battle on the Home Front.
So Battle on the Home Front, I started that in 2018, right after I started Active Duty RX. I felt it. Like I knew my passion, I knew my purpose in life now. It was to help my brothers and sisters here on the home front. And so I started off doing therapy programs at Empire Genetics.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing therapy programs, and it's mind blowing what it has progressed into and what it is now and what we do. We do trips, we do all kinds of different therapy programs, whether that's growing their own medicine, fishing, we're doing kayaks, we're doing big poker tournaments this summer. We also do a lot of community outreach. During Christmas, we went around and donated over 25 Christmas trees to veterans, their families, and also
Awesome.
widows of veteran suicide, and built these memorials with these Christmas trees. Just building that camaraderie, that brotherhood. It's really important, I think, to speak on natural alternatives, because then we can really get with them and address, like, they're like, man, I'm so tired of these pills. Well, hold on, man. Like, look, like, we have options for this, and that's a big part of Battle on the Home Front. We do some amazing stuff. I'm so grateful for that. It helps me. It helps
Absolutely,
me.
absolutely. So, how does it work, Kyle? How do veterans, or even active duty military folks, or possibly widows to veteran suicide, or wives of active duty members who are deployed, how do they reach out to you guys for help, and what resources do you offer for these individuals?
So you can reach out to me at battleonthehomefront@gmail.com, and then another important part of Battle on the Home Front, the Veteran Outreach Program, we bring in. So I have a YouTube channel, Battle on the Home Front TV. Make sure you subscribe.
It's good. It's good. I watch. I'm one of your subscribers.
And so we bring in a lot of veteran nonprofits, veteran entrepreneurs, and veterans in general, and talk about addiction, mental health, breaking the stigmas, and navigating life out of the military. Well, through all of our connections through there with these veteran nonprofits and all these people we bring on there, we're able to have, Battle on the Home Front now is a resource hub. now I have 25 nonprofits, veteran-based, that now I can call and we can facilitate and get these.
And get them connected
I'm
to the
getting,
services
I'm
they
getting
need.
veterans down there in Texas to 6-month treatment centers for addiction for free. I just had one on my last show. Come on the show and talk about it. Therapy programs, equine therapy. So it's unreal.
So like the services that are out there are pretty much, I mean, they're limitless, right? And it sounds like what you're doing is for folks that don't know what services are out there, they feel hopeless, they feel like they have no options, you're connecting them to their options, right?
Yeah, and we're building that camaraderie and that brotherhood, and we're getting all these guys together every month and just checking them. How are you doing, man? You know, everybody's got.
And that's one of the most important pieces.
And I got it on my neck, right? IGY6. You know, everybody says it, but you got to be about it, man. You really got to be calling your brothers, your sisters, checking on them, making sure they're okay, and if you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Absolutely. Well, Kyle, that's incredible. And so, Battle on the Home Front at gmail.com.
Yeah, and Battle on the Home Front TV on YouTube. Subscribe.
Yep, absolutely. Subscribe to that, Kyle. Thank you so much for coming on today. It's fascinating to hear your stories, and we all appreciate you being an open book. It truly, shows people that you can come from the bottom and work your way up and make your life better.
The trenches will teach you things the mountaintops never will.
Absolutely. Kyle, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this week's Office Hours. And again, I want to thank my guest today, Kyle Early, for coming on and discussing Active Duty RX and Barrage Coffee, as well as Battle on the Home Front. Those folks there are doing great work for our veterans and families of our veterans and active duty military individuals. And so, Kyle, thank you again so much for coming on. If you are interested in purchasing any of the Active Duty RX or Barrage Coffee products, reach out to me here at American Wholesale Hemp, Lindsay at awhemp.com, or you can call our office 405-604-0525. Thank you so much for watching this week, and we'll see you again next Friday with another episode.